examples in this.
Oh.
So what to do, guys? Just take a step back for us. So now imagine you're going through somewhere. It could be anywhere, and that's the point. You see a snake from, say, from me to you away. You see a snake from this distance. How do you tell if it's a venomous snake or not? Just by looking at it. How do you tell?
Yeah.
Well done. You can't. That's the point. Any snake that you see, treat them all as venomous and leave them all alone. Okay? So yeah, and that's what you do. Snake over there, you go that way. I don't care how you do that, just go that way. So the only difference comes when you find yourself really close to a snake. You look down, there's one right next to your foot. Stand dead still. Okay? And watch the snake run away from you instead. It's quite funny to watch, actually. But yeah, does this sound familiar? If you don't move, it can't see you. What does that sound like? Certain dinosaur? Yeah. Where do you think they got the idea for the T-Rex in Jurassic Park? They got the idea from the snakes. We now know T-Rexes had eyesight better than modern day eagles, but back when they first made the first movie, they didn't know that. So they thought, what other predatory animal could be similar to the T-Rex? And they went with snakes. So yeah, if you're ever really close to a snake, just remember the T-Rex. Stand still, snake can't see you, and the snake will run away instead. Though if you do come across a T-Rex, just run. Keep running. Yeah. You can outrun a T-Rex.
Can it smell you?
Can it smell you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It can smell a rat nest 11 kilometers away. You tell me. Yes, and that's part of our advantage of it. Because they can smell you and they can still feel your heartbeat through the ground. So they know that you're there. Otherwise they would just sit there sleeping next to you.
Right.
So because you're standing still, the snake can feel your heartbeat through the ground, raises its head up, looks around, can't see you, pokes out its tongue, it can smell something it's never smelled before, very close, very strong smell. Still, it's looking around, what the hell is this thing? Nah, stuff this, I'm not sticking around to get eaten, and the snake will run away from you. Because remember, we're Godzilla to a snake, okay? We're way bigger than it is. So at least in Australia, we're not going to get chased by snakes or anything like that. As long as you do what I just told you, leave them alone, they're going to leave you alone. But all the snakes that we bring out for you guys today, obviously, are non-venomous and obviously very, very friendly. This is a young olive python, fully grown. These guys will reach lengths of over 6.5 meters long. At that size, they're eating things like wallabies is their main diet, medium-sized kangaroos, freshwater crocodiles up to what we've got stuffed in that cabinet. They can eat freshwater crocodiles at that size. So yeah, they get big.
Wow.
But when we hold them, the same rules with all the snakes. Most important rule, keep your hands open. Don't grab the snake, okay? They hold on to you. You do not need to hold on to them. So, open hands. When you pat them, find out where the head is. Don't pat right on top of the head, but always towards the tail. That's just where the scales go. And don't worry, as I've proved before, if they come up to your face, they don't care. You're just a treat. It's all they think that you are. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a big one out and a couple of smaller ones. The big one must stay here because he likes to climb up and onto the roof. So anybody wants to have a hold of the big one? One at a time.
Jeff?
Do you?
There we go. Right, come stand here.
The big
So this is Huey,
Huey.
our olive python, young olive python. There we go.
Hello, Huey.
You gonna see him?
Alright, so the next one we're bringing out is another example of why we leave snakes alone. Because a lot of people see this, and because of the stupid rules people have taught them before, they think this is a venomous snake. Because you see, oh, it's got a small head and it's got stripes, it must be venomous. No, this is non-venomous, but eats venomous snakes. So you don't want to get rid of these guys. So this is a Woma python, or Ramsey's python. So anybody want to hold this one? Right, come stand over here. Now, one extra rule with this snake, do not get it close to the other snakes, because he eats.
Oh, he eats them.
There we go. I'll bring out a couple of Stimson's pythons. Really small snakes. Use one.
Cool. Huey.
Huey.
We met
This
another
is
one.
of our Stimson's pythons. So this is Barney.
Ah,
So-
Barney.
This is fully grown. Yeah. So like 2/3 grown, 1/3 grown, fully grown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite of what they actually look like. People always think this one's a baby and that's fully grown. Opposite. So, same rules in holding the snake, it's just much smaller. So, anybody want to have a hold?
That's it.
You do? Right. So just stand back there.
It's not taking.
Don't worry.
Look, can you
Be a
take
treat
pictures?
and it will just curl up around you and then fall asleep. Don't worry if it goes around your neck, that's what they do. That's how they get warm. Remember how they get their energy? Warming up.
Are you alright, darling? No, you're very brave.
There we go.
The camera won't take a picture for some reason. You're very brave. You alright? Okay.